We do all types of corporate events, whether it be destination management or, you know, trade show booths, or, you know, just hospitality events, galas, fundraisers. We do the entire spectrum of corporate events, and obviously that's really, it's a blanket term for many different things. I think that, like I said previously, the most important thing for a corporate client to remember is what their relationship is to their consumer, to their clients, to their viewers, because that's really what they're trying to portray through their event. You really want to get their message out and get, you know, the feel of what their business is to the people enjoying the event. And, you know, sometimes it'll just be a corporate event to celebrate success within the industry, within their industry, within their own business, and it's really just a really celebratory, happy event. And sometimes it'll be, you know, a hospitality suite where they're really trying to get marketing, you know, together for their clients and trying to get their name out there. And we want to make sure that they get their name out there in the most extravagant, classy, beautiful way possible. I think a very big difference between weddings and corporate events is that they're obviously very different goals. And also, a lot of corporate clients have really been in the game for a long time. They know what it entails, what they're going for, what their goal is, what they really want out of this event. And so they're more seasoned within the planning process. So you can sort of talk to them as if they know a lot more about the industry. So if you say a gobo, you know, for example, they know what that is. I think within the social realm, mitzvahs and weddings, you're really walking them through the process for the first time. It's new and it's exciting. It's their first real time in the events world. So you really give them like a 411 kind of like crash course in events, and they really learn a whole new vocabulary. You know, they know what chargers are, and they know what, you know, pin tuck linens are. They know what gobos are because we're explaining it to them. So they really learn, and we want them to feel ownership over what their event is. I want them to know what is making their party so beautiful. So if they come back to us in the future, they can say, we want this again. A gobo is a pattern, or you can really write anything, made out of brass that shines a light either on a dance floor or on the wall, and it really adds to the ambiance and atmosphere of the event. For a couple, or, you know, for a wedding, you can do monogrammed gobos, or you can do, you know, something similar to the way that the party is supposed to feel. Recently we did a wedding where we did pipe and drape around the entire room and put trees, birch trees painted brown with twinkle lights all over the room, and we did sort of a gobo that was more of like a foresty, flowery feel so that it matched the scenery. Or we'll do the logo of a company on the dance floor, something like that. It's always fun if there's like a black or white high glass dance floor. Chargers are a decorative plate that is placed on the table when guests walk in. It really kind of makes the table look finished, and a lot of the time it'll match the color scheme. Sometimes it'll be all the way, you know, clear the whole way around, but it'll always match sort of the feel and design elements of the event. And people sort of, when you do a whole place setting, a charger plate really makes it feel finished. For me, it's like our company is a playground for mitzvahs. We have amazing props and amazing designers that can create such incredible floral centerpieces to match their design elements, and really it's fun. You're working with kids. It's like they're having a good time with their friends and their family, and they're celebrating such a big, important part of their lives. And I think it's an important part in the Jewish community. I think it's really like culturally stimulating, and mitzvahs are awesome. I love that when we can sort of pull from all different parts of our inventory to make a room look incredible. Really just to know how many people they're going to have, where they want to have it, how they're going to get there, where they're going to get ready, how many people they want in their bridal party, you know, how to make every person there feel special without, you know, obviously breaking their backs, and just to really know exactly what they're going for so that I know how to organize a party accordingly. We'll have brides sometimes that they're like, you know, I really don't want the speeches announced. I sort of want them to happen organically. Of course, a lot of work goes into making them happen organically, more so than even having them announced. But, you know, just so that I know what their goal is and how they want the feel of their party to be, so that I can execute it properly. I've done any kind of wedding you can think of, you know, different cultures, different religions, different kinds of people. And I think that the most important thing is really knowing what is going to make them feel like it was a successful wedding, that it was a successful party, that it really represented their relationship. I think that there are new trends every day in the events business. Really, you have to really be on top of the new trends and being able to look ahead. A trend that's been around for a long time, especially with the wedding blogs, and really that's gaining a lot of popularity, is like DIY, do-it-yourself style weddings. Not necessarily actually doing it yourself, but having that special personal touch. It's easy to make a room beautiful with chairs, linens, lighting, and amazing music, but to have that special aspect that speaks directly to the guests, from the client, from the host, that's what really, I think, is coming up more and more. Mentally preparing yourself to do a wedding is, it's a huge undertaking, of course. People are all coming together to celebrate a couple, and, you know, really a commitment to each other and their commitment to each other. But I think mentally you have to prepare yourself for involvement from all parties, and to know that this is something that's important to a lot of people. And so you really need to sort of remember throughout the entire process what you're there for. Remind each other every day, we're doing this because we love each other. And not that obviously planning a wedding is the most stressful thing in the world. I mean, I think our company luckily takes a lot of stress away. I hear from brides all the time, because you are doing this, I feel almost anxious that I'm not worried. I feel like there's something I should be worried about, but that's something that I like to take from them. I will worry for them. But really just, you know, especially when family starts coming in from out of town, there are a lot of moving pieces. And so mentally, I think people prepare themselves by really reminding themselves and each other every day that they're doing this for their commitment to each other and to celebrate with everybody that they love.